All right, we are back in the Bartram Ranch community. This is a Toll Brothers community. The model that I have to showcase to you is one of their staples, the Mayport. Now, this is a personal favorite of mine. This community here, you're looking at A-rated schools, a whole lot of different amenities. So if you're looking for a date night, if you're relocating into Northeast Florida and you're looking to retire, this is definitely the place. Or if you're upsizing, you want your forever home for your family, this is definitely the community to see. Let's not waste any time. Let's just hop right in and we'll cover some of what the community has to offer. All right, here we have the Mayport. This is their farmhouse version. Very, very beautiful. I'm really excited to showcase this one because this is my absolute favorite. Look at how beautiful this home is up close. Super gorgeous. We have this really nice front patio. It's a little bit extended. I'll show you a different version later so you can compare. And then of course you have your 2-car garage on the side, which is currently being used as the sales office. So we're not going to be in there, but stay tuned till the end. I'm going to show you a move-in ready version of this home and we'll see everything that we don't see in the model. Now stepping right in, already you can tell there's a lot of separation happening. Here on my right side is where we're going to start and then we'll make our way back around. All right, so through this door here, this is where that 2-car garage is. So not gonna make our way there. You kind of have like this mudroom-esque area, which is really nice. When you walk in, leave your shoes, whatever. Then we have the laundry room. I love how it's completely separated from the rest of the home. It's very spacious. I'm 5'6" and I can reach these cabinets with absolutely no problem. You get a lot of space and the soft close, of course. Didn't have it right there, but again, that is an option that you can add into the rest of the home. Really, really nice. And again, there's just so much space in this laundry room. It's really convenient for the buyer that enjoys having that completely separated from the rest of the home. Now, this wing of the home is very interesting because you can very much use it as sort of your guest wing, which is really nice. So here in this bathroom, we have the tile that goes up to the ceiling. This is, of course, partially enclosed as well, which is an option to add to your home. And then you can see kind of the fixtures here on the sink as well. Very, very nice, without a doubt. Toll Brothers, they just know exactly what they're doing when it comes to these homes. And then here we have that downstairs bedroom. Absolutely beautiful, super sizable as well. Most people tend to use this room as a guest room because it's completely separated from the rest of the home and the secondary bedrooms for like your kids and that sort of thing. Closet space is pretty sizable, you know, just very decent for what it is. Definitely anybody who would be in this wing of the home would just be very comfortable. So here we have the formal dining area. Absolutely gorgeous. You have that coffered ceiling at the top, which is really nice. And then of course you have the windows that are just letting in so much natural light. Now for a lot of buyers, this is a big decision point because having your formal dining completely separated is very exciting for a lot of people. But then I know some people would prefer to have the dining to still be a little bit more a part of like the living area as well. But that's really cool about this model is that you do have that option, and I'll show you shortly. So through this closet here, just some extra storage space. I've seen people convert these into like pet rooms. I know somebody who's converted it into like a prayer closet. There's so much you can do in here, but overall, great storage area without a doubt. I love having that option as well. Now, directly across from that, we have the powder room, which is really good because that bathroom we came from on that guest wing, no one's gonna go there. Everyone's gonna come here. So having a guest wing is really nice because that bathroom is going to be basically theirs. So keep that in mind as we're looking through the home. And then of course we have the heart of the home, which is your living area. This is where most people are going to gather. You have really nice architecture at the top there, and you can see even into that backyard from here. So it's very cozy, very open, and it gives you that sense of hominess, which is what you really want when you're looking at a home like this. You worked really hard to get to this point, so you want a home that's going to really allow the family to just be close together. It's also great for hosting as well because from the living room, you have a whole lot of really good sight lines. From here, you can see the front door, the kitchen area, and the backyard. So it's absolutely fantastic for hosting. You definitely want to keep this in mind. this is where a lot of buyers really decide if this is for them. Now here we have the less formal dining area. This is why having that formal one is really nice, because you can still have a spot to keep the family together. Maybe this will be more of a casual meal. We're watching movies in the living room. It just works really well. But then when you have those important Thanksgiving dinners or Christmas dinners, you have your formal dining specifically for events. So really cool. I very much enjoyed that. Now we're in the kitchen and you have that big window letting in a whole lot of light. Now this is just absolutely gorgeous to me. I love the color in here, but you guys will see in the move-in ready version, it's a little less upgraded and it's going to be all white. So this is just an upgrade option. You have a lot of space in here. No one's bumping shoulders. If you like to cook, that's a very nice thing to have because there's a lot of room in here. You have soft close all throughout this beautiful island, which is super significant. And then of course you have your gas stove with the ventilation at the top. Now here's a great example of cabinet upgrades. First off, of course, you have the soft close right when I close them, but then as you notice on the left, you can see through the cabinet, and that's an upgraded option. If you want to learn more, I can definitely send that over to you. And then of course you have all the cabinet space on the very bottom, which is nice, and then your microwave and oven combination. Here we have the walk-in pantry. Normally for this price point, I would say you should probably have a bigger pantry. However, it works because you have this area here, which can be additional storage space for any of what would normally go into the pantry. So I think this is really smart of them, and it adds an extra layer of finishes, which is really nice. Now in this closet here, we just have the HVAC system. And then right through here is that third car garage. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is going to be where your golf cart goes, or really anything else that you'd want. You can even use it for extra storage. I know some people coming down from up north, they're used to having basements. So the third car garage could be where your basement storage stuff would go. Now on my right side here, heading into that formal dining area that we looked at already, I just wanted to show you this portion of it as well. So you kind of have this area where you can leave a lot of the formal wear or anything that you would want to take on that side. Just an extra layer of storage again. Now we're heading into the primary bedroom. And again, this is another kind of big decision point for buyers. So really tune in and let me know in the comments if this type of room works for you. So first off, walking in, as you can see, you have a lot of light coming in from that window. A beautiful coffered ceiling, which I absolutely just love that sort of architecture. As you can see, the room is very wide. So it can really easily fit an even larger bed than what you're seeing showcased here. So you get a lot of space. There's a lot of options and room in this primary bedroom. And of course, being on the bottom floor is very significant because you're away from everybody who would be on the top floor. Very significant if you would prefer not to have to go up a flight of stairs every time you were ready to go to sleep. So keep that in mind as we're looking. But through here we have the primary bathroom, and this is just a jaw dropper. I really enjoyed this bathroom. So you have your dual vanities, nice and separated. By the way, I know for a lot of buyers, that's also a decision point. You have your own space and you don't have to worry about accidentally shouldering somebody who's brushing their teeth right next to you, right? So then you have also the soaking tub with the window that lets in that natural light there. Pretty standard, very nice for sure. And then right behind me is your walk-in shower. Now this is an upgraded version of the shower, which we'll see what the non-upgrade looks like here shortly. But as you can see, you have the overhead shower and the single shower head, and then right behind me the exact same thing. So very cool without a doubt. You also have that tile that goes all the way up to the ceiling. And then of course we just have the toilet separated by a door. There's not one here, but there is when you actually build the home. Now we have the walk-in closet. Really nice looking closet. I think I would prefer to see something a little bit bigger for the price point. But this absolutely works, and with the amount of upgrades that you can do in here, you're definitely going to have enough storage space for everything. But let me know in the comment section if this would work for you. I know, again, this is another point where people really decide between this model and the Delmonico, which at the end of the video, I will have the Delmonico linked if you want to see that home as well, because it's the other model Toll Brothers does in this community. Okay, so from here, we're gonna make our way upstairs. If you are enjoying what you are seeing so far, definitely subscribe so you don't miss out on any home tours that we feature on the channel. And if you're relocating into Northeast Florida, reach out to me just when you're ready, no pressure. But the worst mistake a lot of buyers make is that they work with the on-site agents. So before you reach out to the builder, just reach out to me so we can maybe just look at what you may be interested in. A lot of buyers tend to lose money when they work with the on-site agents because the on-site agents, they represent the builder, not necessarily you. So just keep that in mind as we continue to look through things. Now we've made our way upstairs and immediately you can see this absolutely beautiful loft. You have so much natural light coming in. I really just wanted to take a cup of coffee, sit down on one of these couches and just relax. It's so cozy. It's so warm and inviting. All of that light coming in is just an absolute spectacle. Very beautiful. I really cannot get enough of this space. I just absolutely love it. Right off of the loft, we have one of the first secondary bedrooms. What's really great about these bedrooms is that they're made with multi-generational living in mind, meaning if you have a toddler, they're going to grow into this room through even their teenage years. So that's what's really amazing about these, is that they're very sizable with that in mind. I have a 2-year-old daughter right now, and I could absolutely see her in this room as much as I can see her when she's 16 living in there. So keep that in mind as we're looking through. You have a lot of options. Now here we have the upstairs bathroom, tile all the way up to the ceiling, and then just keep a note of all of the fixtures that you're seeing because you're gonna really be able to tell the difference with the sort of non-upgraded version of this home here shortly. But right out through there, we make our way to that other secondary bedroom. Again, same type of functionality in the sense that your kids can grow into them. They can still work as guest rooms. They're just so flexible and they're large enough to withstand whatever you decide you want the room to be, which is fantastic. If you're relocating to this area, I gotta say, St. Johns County is known for its A-rated schools. So if you do have young kids, and you're thinking maybe these rooms are a little bit too big for them, but you do think, oh wait, they can grow into it, you really want to consider this area. If you send me an email, I'll send you all of what this community has to offer. We're talking, again, A-rated schools is why most people move to St. Johns County, but there's so many activities and things to do, not just for the kids, but for you as well. Now through this hallway here, this is what conjoins both of these bedrooms. So as you can see, you have the dual vanities, which is really nice. And then directly behind me is the shared shower and tub. You don't have the soft close there, but that is an upgrade, of course, that you can add. And then there you can see that beautiful tile work. I absolutely love that design. And then the door here is just one of the sliding doors. If you want, you can get a regular one. I prefer these, but let me know how you feel about that in the comments. And then here we just have that other secondary bedroom. This is probably the smallest bedroom in the entire home, but still a great size. This would make, honestly, probably the perfect baby room, but let me know in the comments what you would use it for. And then the closet space, really good. Fantastic. So from here, I am going to make my way downstairs and we're going to take a look at that backyard, which I know a lot of you guys are eager to see. Actually, just kidding. Before I go downstairs, I do have these two doors here that I forgot about. So right here is just storage closet. I mean, you can be a linen closet. You can put games up there, whatever you want to do, but it's a good storage space. And then we have the upstairs HVAC room. There is some extra space for storage in there, so keep that in mind. But we're going to go ahead and make our way down to the backyard now. Now, I again really want to just highlight this area because I know if you're watching this video and you're considering making a move, the main important things to you would probably be, where are my kids going to go to school? Is this a good place to retire? Are there going to be things for us to do? All of these different nuances. How close are we to the beach? And I'm going to start dropping some community videos as well as relocation videos for you. So if you're interested in what these communities have to offer, reach out to me and I'll share them with you personally. Now, you can enter this backyard on either side. I'm going to make my way through this side here. Now, it's important to note that what we're seeing here, of course, is the model. So this is the fully decked out version. You have this super big lanai that outstretches this almost the entire courtyard, which is really cool. You can see here where you have your sink and fridge combination. You can also get it with a grill, but that is an upgraded feature. Pretty much everything back here is an upgraded feature. I can share with you what those prices look like. Love this water that they have going there. You also have this really beautiful AstroTurf that you can add onto your build. These homes are really desirable because of the amount of customization you can add to it. And of course, having a backyard that looks like this, the lot size definitely matters. If you are considering a move here and this model is really starting to pique your interest, let me know. I'll share with you the lots that are available at the best possible price so that you could potentially have a yard that looks like this and still fits the budget. Here you can see an example of having the really oversized fire pit, which is super nice. And then of course, on top of that AstroTurf, you can kind of set up like your own mini putt-putt, which is really, really cool in my opinion as well. So absolutely beautiful home. If you feel like this home was starting to check off a lot of your boxes, or at the very least, it had a lot of features that you really, really would want in your home, let me know. I would love to make sure that you're connected with the right resources to ensure that you get exactly what you want and you don't have to settle for anything. Now, if you enjoyed watching the video so far up to this point, please subscribe. It would really encourage me to continue to make these videos. And again, if this particular home is checking a lot of boxes for you, reach out to me just whenever you're ready. No pressure ever, but I am here to help you and I would absolutely be looking forward to it. Now let's hop over to the move-in ready home. Okay, so here is the move-in ready model. Walking right up, you can already see that third car garage and the 2-car garage, which you weren't able to see in the model before. But the story behind this home is it was a custom build with primarily the standard features, meaning it's the perfect home if you want to just get into the community and get this model and then do upgrades yourself later. But unfortunately, the people who built it, they were not able to move in. So now it's up for sale, and if you are definitely interested in this home after seeing it, there is room to negotiate, and I would be happy to do that on your behalf. So stepping right in, you kind of have those same sight lines that you saw in the model. Very, very nice. This is your formal seating area. You still have those windows letting in really good amount of light. Most of this tour, in fact, is going to be with the lights off because I want you to see just how bright this home can be, even with the lights off midday. All right, down this hallway, we're going to make our way to that guest wing. You can see that window all the way at the top, which is really nice. Here on the right side is that laundry room plus the 2-car garage, which we weren't able to see in the model home. So let's take a look now. Good amount of space in the garage. You can fit a Tahoe and your Range Rover in here, no problem. And then right out of the garage, of course, on my right is that mudroom-like space. And then we have the laundry room with the sink already here, which is cool. Great amount of space. You can take off that, standard metal rack and later on maybe add your own storage system in there. That's kind of one of the benefits with purchasing a home like this, where it was made for someone, but even though they chose a lot of the standard options, you can always come back and add in your own upgrades after you purchase the home. So here you have that tile that goes up to the ceiling as well. Same thing like we saw in the model, but of course some of the features are a little bit different. You do have soft close in there, which is really cool. Absolutely love to see that. Then we make our way here into the downstairs bedroom. This is definitely a great space to consider maybe making it into a guest room or even an office space because it's nice and separated from the rest of the house. Here you have that closet, decent amount of space in here. Now I want to say too, keep in mind the flooring. As you can see, you don't have carpet anywhere except for the bedrooms. I know for a lot of people that's a deal breaker, so if it is, no worries, just let me know. But through here we have that downstairs storage space. I'm 5'6", so you can kind of see the amount of space that you get in here. It's pretty significant, and it does wrap around, so there's a lot of options on what you can convert that room into. Could just be an extra storage space for sure. And then here is that powder room. Again, everything is standard, so just keep that in mind, but very, very convenient having that there. Now we're at, of course, the heart of the home. This is going to be your living room. That's where that TV was played out. You can see the backyard from here, which is really nice. Absolutely beautiful. The space can be used to your liking very easily. Very, very convenient. You still have the same exact type of sight lines. Really, really nice. Here is where your non-formal dining area would be, similar to the model. I know everything looks very different when there's no furniture in it, but everything is still of the same quality because, we're working with Toll Brothers, of course, with just these standard upgrades. Very, very nice. Now, here we have the kitchen. You still have that same window letting in all of that natural light. You'll notice that the cabinetry is very different. You don't have those cabinets that you can see through, and there's not a lot of extra storage cabinets on the bottom. So keep that in mind. You have a really nice backsplash that complements it well. And then, of course, you do have the soft close on those cabinets, which is great. Now, here's something that's interesting. You have these drawers here. They don't have handles. That is actually an upgrade feature. You still have that good distance in between, so you're not bumping shoulders. And then as you can see, I personally struggle a little bit without the handles. I have them in my new construction home, but just because they're not here, don't rule this one out. That's a very simple thing to add. And when you don't use the builder, it sometimes can be pretty inexpensive to do. So keep that in mind. But again, just absolutely gorgeous. If you're looking to get into this community and you really like the home model, but maybe the custom building is a little out of budget, this home is exactly what you are looking for. And they're willing to negotiate with me on this one. So let me know. I'd love to help you out. But here we have that pantry, and then directly behind me, of course, we have all that extra added space. You also get a little extra microwave here, which is really cool. And then, of course, you still have soft close even in here, which is very, very nice. Downstairs, we still have that HVAC here, and then through this door is that third car garage for your golf cart or any extra storage. Maybe you're coming from up north, you're used to having a basement. These are perfect for that added storage, so keep that in mind. Now from here, I'm going to go ahead and make my way into the primary bedroom. It's definitely going to look a little bit different, again, because we're working with carpet rather than that hardwood all throughout the home. So we'll go ahead and make our way there now. All right, so we've made it here into the primary bedroom, and specifically for where this lot is at, I mean, it's very bright in here. My camera adjusts a little bit to it, but absolutely beautiful. You still have that coffered ceiling, so the architecture is really nice. You can kind of see even from here, you have that pond view, which is really great. Absolutely beautiful, very spacious. A lot that you can do in here for sure. Now here in the bathroom, you still have those dual vanities that are separated, so very, very nice. So no handles on the pull-out drawers, and also no soft close on the drawer, but you do have soft close on the actual cabinet portion of it. So just keep that in mind when you're looking at this. You can always add soft close a lot later on. That's just up to you. And then of course you have the soaking tub with that window letting in all that natural light. So still absolutely gorgeous. I love the look of this home. So this is an upgraded feature. This is another closet. Now, I'm not a fan of how this is working out. I think with this price point, maybe you shouldn't have that, but here we have the closet. So, I mean, that could be a linen closet. That can be where we have our walk-in closet, because the other one is a lot larger. But you get that closet and you sacrifice some of the shower space. You have really nice tile that goes up to the ceiling. You do not have the overhead shower, but you do have the standard single shower head to share. Again, that can just be upgraded later to your liking. Here, of course, is the toilet, separated by that door. And then we have the walk-in closet from here. Now, I made a joke earlier. The small closet would probably be for us guys. Ladies, this is very clearly your closet. And also maybe your first DIY project. You get rid of all of the standard shelving in here and get some good storage going. Absolutely great size for what you are getting. Again, I'm not a super big fan of the second closet and this door clashing, but let me know in the comments how you feel about that. It is, however, a very easy fix. Now we're gonna go ahead and make our way upstairs and take a look at those secondary bedrooms, and then I will circle back and we'll take a look at the backyard. Now the price for this move-in ready home is in the description. However, if you are working with me, I do already have some room to renegotiate that price. Just let me know if you are interested and we can definitely get to work on that quickly. Okay, so we are upstairs, and I gotta say, I still have that same feeling I had when I was in the model. I want to just curl up with my coffee and sit here and take in the light. Very, very nice loft, without a doubt. You have these really great windows letting in all that light, and you also have that little electrical outlet for maybe that's where you want to put your sofa. Then you can have the cords run through. Then we just have that bathroom here. You have the tile that runs all the way up to the ceiling. Still an absolutely great space. And then, of course, on the right side of this room is that first secondary bedroom that we saw in the model. This really gives you a good idea too, with the room being empty, just how much space you're actually working with. It's still a very sizable room. Your kids can definitely grow into it, or maybe this is a guest room for you. Either way, it's just absolutely perfect, and it really keeps multi-generational living in mind. Very, very good space. All right, and then we have this room in here, which, as you can already see, so much light in this room in particular, which is really nice, and it has a really good view of the backyard and that really nice pond out there. Here's that walk-in closet. It's really a copy and paste of the other room because it's about the same size, which is nice. And now we have the combined bathroom. So you can see the dual vanities. Now this one shares that one big mirror opposed to two different mirrors. And then you do have the soft close, which is a really nice feature still even in this one to have. You have the tile all the way up to the ceiling in the bathroom. And then you still have that sliding door that you saw showcased in the model. All right, and then here is that final bedroom upstairs. Now, I felt like in the model, this one actually felt a little bit smaller, but now that I'm in here without any furniture, it does actually look quite sizable. So that was a really good thing to see. And then just right off of this room here, of course, on my left side, I have the upstairs HVAC room, and then I have this linen closet or anything that you would want it to be. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and make our way downstairs. And I just want you to keep in mind, this is not an inventory home, it is custom. They just went with a lot of the standard options. Some pros to that is that you can get this model at a complete discount. You can always make the upgrades later on. Specific custom upgrades that the builder doesn't feature, you can make on your own later, as well as actually move in right away rather than wait 6 to 8 months for the home to be built. So keep that in mind as we're looking. Now here we are in the backyard. You still have that full extended lanai, which is fantastic. I have a guy actually who can get these screened in if that's something you are looking for. Being near the lake, you do need that type of fence. And then you can see all of this is your yard. So there's a lot of room out here. I just pointed to your electrical outlets as well. Maybe you want to put a jacuzzi out there or really anything. There's some options. I'm just making my way around so you can kind of see where your property line ends and starts. You can see it there. It's already nice and cut back here, so you can just see it very easily. But there's a lot you can do back here. I mean, this is a massive yard. If you want what you saw in the model, that's not too out of the realm of what you can do back here. So very beautiful. Again, just massive yard. I have a guy who you can get a pool back here if you're looking for that. Again, the options are just unlimited. Let me know in the comments though. I know there are pros and cons to purchasing a custom home that was already built. Of course, you can always just build on your own lot, but let me know how you feel about this particular home. Is this something you would buy? Or is this something you would pass up? Let me know why in the comments.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. If you found this tour helpful, please subscribe. It would really encourage me to continue to make these videos for you. Now, if you're considering new construction in Northeast Florida, maybe you're relocating, maybe you're tired of renting, whatever the case may be, reach out to me when you're ready before you reach out to the builders of the communities you're interested in. The on-site agents, they work for the builder, they don't represent you, and having representation for a purchase like this, it makes all the difference. So I also picked these two videos up here. Maybe this home checks some boxes. Maybe the community isn't quite the right fit. These two videos should be closer to what you're looking for. Thank you so much for watching. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.